Good afternoon to one and all present here. It's an honor itself to be here hosting this great evening. This debate competition is one of the initiatives taken by Training and Placement Cell under Speakathon Club to increase the communication skills and quality, enhance the ability of students. So, first of all, I would like to welcome the jury panel consisting of Navneedhi ma'am from Food Tech Department and Rajesh Thakur sir from Nano. Give a big Along with them, we have our director sir, Dr. Partap Singh sir, for Training and Placement Cell. So a huge round of applause for him as well. The chief guest of this event, Dr. Vinod Kumar sir, University Librarian, will be joining us soon in between the debate. So we will be moving ahead for once, and along with him, Assistant Director Dr. Aditya sir will also be joining us shortly. So, first of all, welcome, I, Deepak, coordinator of the Speakathon Club, welcome you all in this debate competition and congratulate you all for participating and wish you all the best. Now, I would like to call Dr. Partap sir to welcome the jury panel and initiate this debate competition. Sir, please.
Thank you, Deepak. So, on behalf of Training and Placement Cell, Jambheshwar University of Science and Technology Hisar, I express my heartiest welcome to both of our jury members, Dr. Rajesh Thakur and Dr. Navneedhi. They have spared their precious time to be with the students of our university, to judge them, to motivate them, to make them aware about how they should go ahead. And I also welcome our today's chief guest who will be joining in 15-20 minutes, Professor Vinod Kumar, who is the University Librarian. And many of you might be visiting the library for various purposes, so you know him better. So I also appreciate the efforts of all the coordinators of this club, because and the coordinators of this club has come up with this very beautiful, you can say, competition. Every month we organize such competitions. Sometimes it is storytelling competition, sometimes it is debate competition or elocution contest. So the main purpose behind all such efforts is just to provide a platform to you people, so that you may come on the stage, you may remove your hesitation, you may be confident in public speaking, because this is the need of the hour. This has been need of the hour and this is need of the hour in today's competitive world. So, when you participate in any debate competition, it also increases your analytical capability, because the topic given in any debate competition, that is not very simple topic. You have to think about various dimensions of that topic. If you are speaking in the favor of topic, then you should have very strong arguments in the favor of that topic, and you should be able to counter the arguments of the people sitting on the other side. And similarly, if you are against the topic, even then your arguments should be very, very strong. And so this, you can say, argument and counter argument, this approach of debate, this basically, you can say, brings out the essence of that topic. And we are able to see each and every dimension of that topic. So this is the beauty of debate competition. So all of you have come forward and participated in this program. So it is very good gesture. And some of you might be getting third prize, second prize or first prize. But from my side, all of you are winners, because you have come forward to participate in this competition. All the volunteers are appreciation worthy, because they work day and night to make such programs successful. So I congratulate and appreciate the efforts of all the volunteers. So without taking much time, again I welcome our both jury members, Dr. Rajesh Thakur ji, Dr. Navneedhi, our Assistant Director, Dr. Aditya Singh, and Chief Guest who will be joining soon. So thank you, all the best for this competition to all the competitors. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. Now, let me brief out the format of this debate competition to all the participants and as well as the jury members. So, this will be a bilingual debate competition, meaning that students are given freedom to choose either Hindi or language. And we have accepted the entries in pairs. So, both the pairs will be speaking in one language only, be it Hindi or English. Now, on my left side are the people sitting against the motion, and on my right we have the people sitting for the motion. The topic given is the House of Finds. Technology has been instrumental in increasing the crimes rather than decreasing them. What does this means is those who are sitting in favor of the motion agrees to the point put by the House that yes, technology has increased the crimes rather than decreasing them, and those who are sitting against are saying that no. With the implement in technology, we have somewhat came closer to a solution and cope up with the crimes. So first and foremost, the format will be, they will be given 6 minutes to the pair as a whole to present their thoughts on this dice. 2 minutes will be given to the person speaking in the favor of the motion, and after he completes his content, the person speaking against will take over the stage. And after those two, both of them done completing their points, 2 minutes will be given to them individually to interact like one-on-one points and counter whatever they want. Time limit is designed in a way that it is not either short, not very long, so that all the participants can come with fresh points. And the evaluation criteria consists of one most basic, that is countering the prior points, which will be that how many of the participants are able to counter the points put by their opponent in their team as well as the opponents from teams prior to them. So that will be one of the main evaluation criteria, and apart from that, the evaluation criteria will be consisting of body language and as well as command momentum. So you guys are advised to follow up this and try your best to get maximum points. All the teams are sitting serial wise, so I will be calling the serials along with your name. You both have to just come on the stage and start presenting your thoughts. So I guess you all are ready now. So I would like to move on with our first pair, Anshul Sen and Happy Kumar. Anshul will be speaking in favor and Happy will be speaking against the motion. Anshul, you may take the mic and start speaking for 2 minutes. Amit is there, he will be showing you the banner after 2 minutes, so you can stop them. Happy, then you will be given the command of the time, and after 4 minutes are done, one banner will be shown again. After 5 minutes 30 seconds, a bell will be rung so that you can put your debate to a conclusion if possible, and after 6 minutes you have to leave the stage as soon as possible. Okay, am I clear to everyone? Okay, so let's start.
Thank you all for giving me this opportunity. So I am Anshul Sen, and I will be speaking in favor of the motion. So let me point out the context of this debate, that what is the role of technology in increasing the crime. So although the first thing that comes that it is the term cybercrime that refers to these practices, and cybercrime is defined as the usage of technology in referring to interrupt someone's privacy and private space of a group or an individual. So these practices usually intervene someone's private ID, banking details, and help in criminals to support sexual harassment, mental harassment, and using their information in falsy statements. So the fact that cannot be ignored is the technology is in favor of the crimes and the criminals. So that's all from my side.
Hello everyone, myself Happy. I am going to speak against the motion. So today is the era of technology. We consider 21st century as the era of technology. We all see around us that we are surrounded by the technological instruments, also like CCTV cameras, that AC and such kind of things. These things just not designed to provide us some kinds of comfort. These things also made to provide some security to us. Just we can see around us that there are some security cameras. These kind of things provide us security. If we see in our daily life that many crimes has done, and the first thing that any investigation agency would do, that they just show the security footage and such kind of things. Also biometrics and facial recognition techniques are also used to reduce the crimes. Such things help the investigation agencies to reduce to find out the culprit, and also track them down and reduce the crime rate by providing such security levels by these things like security cameras and biometric updates. We also consider that these kind of security things like UAVs and in our defense fields like UAVs, which provides us that no physical person has to present on that kind of vehicles. This technology must reduce the life-threatening events like any blast and such kind of things. So that's from my side. If you want to add something?
Yes. So why do we need all these security measures? So these things are basically and merely caused by the technology itself. So whenever a person is using something, and there is always some threat in accessing the social media and accessing the website, that there will be virus and all other malwares that could harm his system and privacy.
So these kind of things are not because of technology. These kind of things, according to me, these are because of the lack of digital literacy, or you can say technological literacy. We all are using such kind of thing, such kind of apps and other technological tools. People doesn't even look at the terms and conditions which that tools provides us. As you mentioned about the harassment activities which were done by the culprits or the criminal. So such kind of things can be reduced by the two-step verification like techniques, which provides us a tool that we can manipulate or restrict the access of our content on social media and other platforms. So that's from my side.
So as you said that this is because of the lack of the knowledge in people's mind. So on the other side, this is also because of the excess knowledge in the mind of the criminal, that he is aware of the tools and measures that he is doing and committing the crime.
I doesn't consider it as that, because if you allow someone to come into your house, it is your fault. It's not the fault of the criminal. Criminals are there to commit crimes. So if we just manage to just do things right by the digital literacy, so that kind of crimes can be stopped.
I would like to say that even when a person is aware of the security measures, if there is someone who is although skilled after all about these things, like intervening someone's privacy, he would do something as he wish, like interrupting the Windows software. Windows and Ubuntu are considered as the most used and preferred operating systems, although they are also interrupted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jai Hind everyone. I will today speaking in favor of the motion, and the reason is quite clear why I am speaking in the favor of the motion. There are two prominent reasons. First of all, we all are aware technology is being used by people, as my opponents have said, for the good. But have you ever noticed today drug trafficking is at the pinnacle? Even if I give you the example, Pakistani side are using the drones. Why? To deliver the arsenal and as well as the drugs in the northern western part, especially in the states like Punjab. And encryption technology that is today used in blockchain as well as the cryptocurrency is a way for these drug trafficking people to communicate with each other and to send money without coming in the cognizance of the intelligence agencies. I would like to give you some peculiar example. It is evident from the China where these people are penetrating into the system of the custom department in order to change the details of the consignment that these people are keeping track. And also in Australia, these people are using the posters tracking system in order to track the consignment which are illegal. Second point, why I'm against the motion is the impact of technology, especially on the psychology of the youth. You all have heard about the Nirbhaya scam, Nirbhaya Kand. You all are aware, which happened in 2012. If you remember, there was one minor who was the culprit of also in this sin, and his name was Raju. And when the interrogation done by the police, it came to know he used to see blue films and porn and all these activities in the whole weeks, which has impacted his mind psychologically. Also YouTube, which is the hub of content, I would like to say also the hub of illegal content. That is like youth like us are using in order to harm each other. You can take the example, someone has miscommented on my post or something like that. What I will do, I will search the YouTube, okay, just go how to hack the Instagram account. I will try to do that, and once I have started this will become my habit. Once it became the habit, it becomes a mentality. So how you are using the technology, it is depend on us. But it is clear from these two examples, yes, technology is instrumental in increasing the crime instead of stopping it.
Hi, I am Hardik. I am speaking in favor of motion. As we all are aware about the AI, the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is improving day by day. So the case is becoming stronger day by day. We can take the example of Durham Police. The Durham Police is using the AI to detect the future criminals and culprits. They collect the data from the past, and on the basis of that, they apply that data on other public also. This proved to be 98% correct. So AI is improving the country to fight against this type of crime. The second case we can, but what the crime has already happened. So what we will do? The answer is 3D scanner, 3D laser scanner. The 3D scanner laser is used by the Midland Police of UK. This technology creates the 3D picture of the crime scene. The police can investigate the spot without even visiting there. They can research how many times they want. This would increase the chance that crimes won't happen, or the decisions would be better. Another example of technology is fighting against the crime. We have the GPS system. GPS system enhances the tracking. We have seen many online Uber cases where women were harassed by some drivers. So if the woman can share the location and location to someone, the crimes might be stopped. So that's all from me.
Okay, my opponents have said, like Happy has said, we are using the UAVs, all these things for the development and for the better transportation. Yogita has said that the mentality can't be changed. So my question to you all, I have given the example of human trafficking, like drug trafficking. So you are using these UAVs for the betterment. But what you are doing in order to stop these activities, like which we are using the UAVs in order to transport these drugs. What you are doing? How can we stop them?
As you said, the drones are used for trafficking the drugs. But there are anti-drone tracking system which enhances the security so that the drugs might not be read from here and there. And drones, if you said drones are used for good purposes also. We have seen that in USA, the police is using those for finding the culprits.
Okay. Big round of applause for these guys for presenting so well their strengths by both Happy and Anshul. I would like to add that you guys can counter your points. Not only the favor students speaking in favor can counter, speaking against as well counter as well. And now, as Happy and Anshul have initiated the debate, I would encourage the participants coming further on to consider the points spoken by prior participants and include them in their content as well as the last countering session. Also, try to, if possible, try to conclude your debate at some given point or a given scenario with both of you. A very warm welcome to our chief guest, Professor Bilingual Debate. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Okay. So let us continue the debate with calling our next team, serial number 2, with Khushi Sultana speaking in the favor of motion and Yogita Yadav against the motion. Give a big round of applause for them. If you feel the necessity of mic, you can use it. Otherwise, it's okay if you don't use it. You can start now.
Good morning. Today I, Khushi, am speaking in the favor of the topic. We all know that artificial intelligence has become a great part of our life. But however, the more we are getting into it, the more we are getting vulnerable towards the crime, in my opinion. According to me, our government had introduced cashless India. That was to make India cashless and make our lives pretty convenient. However, it backfired and now we have a problem related to cybercrime as many people are duping others of money. Second, the most vulnerable people after this, because of this artificial intelligence are women. Women are vulnerable, according to a census in 2013, now the women have become vulnerable to a lot of cyber crimes like extortion, etc. And due to which our Indian Penal Code had to change the section 356A and 356B so as to make them more safe in our country. Next is the problem of our national security. Many terror groups, international terror groups, have been funding our country, people in our country, terrorist funding, so that they can make violence, so that they can cover violence in our country. And that too, they have been instigating our youth. Now the horizon of the crime has been increasing. As recently in last year, a woman in our country had been duped of rupees 23 lakhs. But the criminals were not Indians, they were US nationals. Now we can see how much the horizon has increased. They have not only covered the country but even crossed the continents. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone, well, myself Yogita Yadav, and today I am against the topic that technologies help the criminals to increase the crimes. And my points are like that technology has become a great part of our life, and in my opinion, different technologies help in different ways. First is like surveillance cameras, CCTV cameras, drones, or other monitoring device that helps to prevent the crimes or to provide the evidences after the crime has only occurred. And these are mainly helpful in the research or search if any person has not missing something. These are the great help in those areas. Second, in forensic, like technology has improved the forensics of way over, like digital forensics or facial recognitions or DNA analysis, fingerprints. These are the technology that are very influential in the investigations or provide the critical investigations points to help the police and also help down to keep the track records of the criminals in India. And third is like the predictive policing. Like today, digital analysis can help to detect the crime hotspots in our country and the patterns of our crime, so police can prevent those crimes before the crime can happen. And like technologies help also the police for the communication, radio communications, GPA and other tracking devices, so that police can communicate even they are in not the same locations, and they can share or access information across the countries also about any criminals or other devices. And last is like police is also creating awareness about the cyber crimes or other things on the social media apps, Facebooks, Instagrams, or other apps. They are creating awareness on there also, so that even people can prevent themselves from harassing on their own. And last, like, digital cannot be separated from the cyber crime, but cyber crime is not the direct results of technology. These are the misuse of technology, and now it depends on the people how they are using the technology or other things. Like, we can increase the security measures to prevent those cyber crimes, but criminals are everywhere. We cannot prevent crimes, but we can help to reduce them. Now these are my points. Thank you.
So Yogita said that we can use surveillance cameras. We also know that the surveillance cameras can be hacked by the criminals as well. We have seen that. So it can, in technology can also affect in that way towards us. The second point that she said was about the counter policing. Now we see that during counter policing, our police knows, our defense services knows all these ideas using of artificial intelligence. But the criminals are also knowing the same things, so they can also do the same work here, and also do that's it.
Like, counting the points of the questions, like she has, like, the horizon has increased of the criminals, but like, criminals do not need technology or other things to do the crimes. There is motive behind the criminals that has not changed over the ancient times. There is similar motives, seems like brothers are fighting over some things, or terrorists or other things. Motives behind the crimes is same, but method is changed. So now police has to investigate or concentrate on those motives instead of technology and methods. And like she has said, like, against women's harassment is increased on social media. It is not like that we can stop using social media, but we can create awareness around the women's or give information more to the women so that they can prevent themselves from these typical movements. And like, I can conclude that technology has greatly helped, but criminals are everywhere. Crimes cannot be stopped. So technology is basically improving to prevent those crimes. Criminals are also using those technologies, but we are creating them, so we have more information about those technologies, so we can use more easily or more in favorable conditions. Thank you.
Okay. Points, no matter how dominant your opponent gets. So that's a great thing we got to see here. Once again, I would like to highlight the importance of the criteria of countering the points put prior by a participant. It is the most weightage carrying criteria consisting of 50 marks. So do consider countering as much points as you can to get maximum marks, which will eventually enhance the chances of you winning. So next in the order, I would like to call upon team number 4, consisting of Bhavna speaking in favor and Vishnu speaking against the motion. Give a big round of applause for these guys.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. Today I am Bhavna, standing here in front of you to argue in the favor of the motion that yes, technology has been instrumental in increasing the crimes instead of controlling them. While people argue that technology has been an important tool for controlling the crimes, but I believe technology has created avenues for crimes. To begin with, I would like to tell you that on an average, there are 97 cybercrime victims per hour, which means 2,328 per day, and 33 billion accounts will be breached by the 2023, which simply means that there is a hacker attack after every 39 seconds. So what the statistics we can analyze from these? That technology has made it easier for the criminals to commit crimes. The internet has created a whole new world for the criminal activity, including cyberbullying, identity thefts, and online scams. Criminals can hide behind themselves in their fake identities and commit crimes without fear of getting caught. Moreover, crimes like phishing have also arisen due to the new technology. Fake identities have been created where most of the people are not knowledgeable about computers, stand a chance of being caught. Basically, new technology has provided new opportunities for criminality. New technology is subject, object, tool, and symbol of a crime. When I list you the have their LinkedIn profiles, but I would like to tell you that overall social media, among overall social media phishing messages, LinkedIn accounts for 47% of phishing messages. So this is by my side, and I strongly stand with my point that yes, technology has been an instrument in increasing the crimes instead of controlling them. Over to you.
Say no to crimes, yes to technology. Good afternoon, one and all. Today I wish to stand before you to argue against the motion that technology has been instrumental in increasing crime instead of controlling them. While there are certain challenges associated with technology and crime, I believe that technology plays a critical role in controlling crimes. For beginning, the technology has helped in increasing crimes and controlling them by installing CCTV cameras at public places, and this technology has helped to solve and prevent crimes by recording evidences that can be used to prosecute criminals. Additionally, this technology has helped to prevent and solve crimes and has helped make it possible to use advanced technology and data processing techniques to prevent the crimes by predicting the crime patterns before them. By using technology, 90% of the cases can be disposed of within 18 months, said by Justice M.L. Venkat. Isn't it great, as AI scanner can read some 4 lakh pages in just 3 to 4 minutes. Moreover, this technology has made it possible for the people to report the crimes and connect with the law enforcement agencies. This enables the law enforcement agencies to take quick actions, and this has helped to reduce the crime rates in some areas. Furthermore, the technology has been used to improve efficiency and effectiveness in the criminal justice system. For example, electronic monitoring system has been used to monitor and supervise the offenders, which has freed up the police officers to take some more time to controlling the crimes. So it's all about me, and I strongly stand with my point. Thank you.
So, you and your fellow teammates said that biometrics control the crimes. That for your kind of information, I will tell you that biometrics can also be hacked. You said that 90% of the cases have been solved. Then why there is a lot of red tapeism is there in reports nowadays?
The problem of red tapeism is there, but because of the past cases. But the present cases which are here in the police departments can be solved by the tech in just few seconds.
Okay, and one more thing I want to ask from the fellow contestants, that one of you said that motive has not changed. We are not talking about the motive. We are talking about the criminals are using technology as an instrument. We are not talking about what is the motive of doing a crime. We are talking about the instrument which they are prefer for the crimes. And if
Bhavna, as you said that by 2023, 33 million of the cases will be there. How can you say that it can be less or more?
yeah, it can be less or more, but it's just an aggregate, as technology is used as more in the negative sense. So it is an aggregate of facts that yes, it can be. There will be 10% more or 10% less. So you can. I strongly believe that technology is an instrument for increasing crimes instead of. However, it's a never-ending debate. You always stick to your point, and I always stick to your point. But I urge to the House that yes, the technology is an instrumental in increasing the crimes instead of controlling them. Thank you.
Instrumental in increasing crimes. It has been an instrument that can increase crime. We are not talking about the motives of the criminals or the criminals can commit the crimes. We are talking technology as an instrument of increasing crime. Get to us and access us our private information, not only financially, but we have seen that not only financially, we have seen that criminals are offending us, our emotional and private state. Like in case of social media, we have seen many serious and many negative comments and many our social media accounts get hacked and many negative information is posted by the hackers according to us, and
Like if our WhatsApp account, Facebook account, then these kind of accounts get hacked. Like recently we have seen many have these from the relatives of the people that he has hacked into. And as he knows them very well, he is their relative, so the relatives are able to help, which is and they are not even known to the fact that their account has been hacked. Okay, Garima, I get the point that you are saying that technology is an instrument for criminals. But it is also true that criminals can use anything in order to do the crime. It is not important that only technology is leading to increase in crimes. Even if technological advancements are not there, even then criminals would tend to do crimes as that's their job to do what they need to do. But technology has also led to many advancements. Due to the fear of crimes, we cannot stop our country from developing and advancing.
Thank you very much, Garima and Shreya. You guys did put some very good points in your motion. Please welcome these guys.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम सोनू है और मैं बीएससी इकोनॉमिक्स की छात्रा हूँ और मैं इस टॉपिक से बिल्कुल सहमत हूँ कि जो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो क्राइम को इंक्रीज करती है, ना कि डिक्रीज करती है। जैसे कि हम सभी को पता है, हम सभी टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करते हैं, तो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो लोगों को ऐसे संसाधन प्रोवाइड करती है कि वो घर बैठे भी क्राइम कर सकते हैं, जिसको हम लोग कॉमनली साइबर क्राइम के नाम से जानते हैं और उसको ऑनलाइन क्राइम भी बोल सकते हैं। लोग जो है क्राइम टेक्नोलॉजी की हेल्प से फेक आइडेंटिटीज बना लेते हैं, जो लोगों की बैंक डिटेल्स हैं उनका यूज करते हैं, क्रेडिट कार्ड्स का यूज करते हैं, और वो बहुत सारी ऐसी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है लोगों की जो उनकी पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन होती है, बट वो उनको यूज करते हैं और अपने फायदे के लिए यूज करते हैं ताकि वो उसका यूज करके और खुद का बेनिफिट कर सके। सेकेंड थिंग इसमें ये भी है कि जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी है, जैसे मोबाइल फोन्स आ गए, पहले के टाइम पे जो लैंडलाइन मोबाइल होते थे वो होते थे, बट अब जो स्मार्टफोन्स है वो है, तो जो स्मार्टफोन्स है वो कहीं ना कहीं सही है, बट इनका एक नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट भी है। जो लोग हैं जिनको टेक्नोलॉजी की थोड़ी बहुत इंफॉर्मेशन है वो इसका नेगेटिव वे में यूज करते हैं। वो लोगों के पास, इसको फिशिंग बोलते हैं वैसे तो, वो लोगों के पास फेक नंबर से, फेक ईमेल से मैसेज करते हैं। जैसे कि जो 2018 में वर्ल्ड कप हुआ था फुटबॉल का, उनमें जो फुटबॉल फैंस थे उनके पास एक ईमेल गई कि आप लोगों को जो फुटबॉल स्पॉन्सरशिप है वो एक ट्रिप प्रोवाइड कर रही है, तो आप लोग इसमें अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन भरे और उस ट्रिप जो विनर होगा उसको ये ट्रिप मिलेगी। तो उसमें बहुत सारे जनों ने अपने जो पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन है वो शेयर करी, जैसे उनकी बैंक डिटेल्स, जो क्रेडिट कार्ड नंबर्स होते हैं वो, और उनसे उनको बहुत सारा लॉस भी हुआ। तो इस वे में जो वो है टेक्नोलॉजी का नेगेटिव वे में यूज करते हैं। और जैसे जो लैपटॉप्स कंप्यूटर्स होते हैं इनको हैक करने के लिए वायरसेस होते हैं। एक फेमस वायरस है मालवेयर, उसका यूज जो क्राइम करने वाले उन्होंने 2017 में बहुत अच्छे से किया। 2017 में उन्होंने मालवेयर का यूज करके करीबन 2,30,000 लैपटॉप्स को हैक किया और उनके जो डाटा है उनका हैक कर लिया गया, और डाटा को रिटर्न करने के लिए उन्होंने बिटकॉइन की डिमांड करी, और उनसे जो 150 कंट्रीज है उनमें करीबन $4 बिलियन का लॉस हुआ।
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम बीएससी इकोनॉमिक्स की छात्रा। मैं आज इस टॉपिक के विरोध में हूँ। आज का युग विकास का युग है। अगर आज हम सोचें कि हम बिना टेक्नोलॉजी के रह सकते हैं तो वो पूरी तरह से इम्पॉसिबल है। ये खतरनाक सपने की तरह कि हमें बिना किसी टेक्नोलॉजी के रहना पड़े। टेक्नोलॉजी ने मानव जीवन को बहुत ही सरल और सुरक्षित बना दिया है। चाहे वो पढ़ाई का फील्ड हो, चाहे वो स्वास्थ्य का फील्ड हो, चाहे वो हेल्थ का फील्ड हो, टेक्नोलॉजी ने हर एक फील्ड में अपनी अहम भूमिका को निभाया है। एजुकेशन में उन्होंने बहुत से ऐसे सॉफ्टवेयर्स को इन्वेंट किया है जिसकी वजह से बच्चे आसानी से घर पे बैठकर भी आसानी से पढ़ सकते हैं। हेल्थ सेंटर में पुराने समय में जहाँ पर बीमारी का पता लगाना मुश्किल था, वहाँ पे आज ऐसे सॉफ्टवेयर्स इन्वेंट हो चुके हैं जहाँ से बीमारी को आसानी से पता लगाया जा सकता है। वहीं पे अगर हम सुरक्षा की बात करें तो आज ऐसे इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स बनाए जा चुके हैं जिसकी वजह से एक व्यक्ति सुरक्षित रह सकता है। वो चाहे आर्मी में हो, वो चाहे घर पे हो या कहीं पे भी हो, वो अपनी सुरक्षा आसानी से कर सकता है। क्या आप सभी वो समय भूल गए जब हमारा सामना एक महामारी से हुआ था, कोरोना महामारी, जहाँ पे एक दूसरे के पास बैठना
बात किया, वही मेरा ये मानना है कि कोरोना टाइम में जो टेक्नोलॉजी है उसका कहीं ना कहीं नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट भी आया, क्योंकि उस टाइम पे सारे लोग फ्री थे, तो जो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं या फिर जो जिनको नॉलेज है टेक्नोलॉजी के, उन्होंने हैकिंग सीखी, उन्होंने ये सीखा घर बैठे बैठे कि कैसे किसी का अकाउंट हैक करें, कैसे हम लोग अपना गुजारा करें। और जहाँ जितने भी जो अगेंस्ट में उन सभी ने एक चीज़ बोली कि जो टेक्नोलॉजी उसमें बायोमेट्रिक्स होती है, फेस आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं, तो ये सारी चीज़ें हैक की जा सकती है, क्योंकि फेक आइडेंटिटीज बना सकते हैं बहुत ईजिली, यहाँ तक कि फेक ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस, फेक वीजा वगैरह भी बनते हैं, तो ये सारी चीज़ें बहुत ईजिली बना सकते हैं। तो मेरा ये मानना है कि टेक्नोलॉजी से क्राइम इंक्रीज हुए ना कि डिक्रीज हुए।
आप सभी यहाँ पे जो भी है वो सभी ये बात कर रहे हैं कि हैकिंग हो जाएगी, कंप्यूटर से हैकिंग हो जाएगी, फोन से हैकिंग हो जाएगी, बट फॉर योर नॉलेज जो हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कानपुर है, उन्होंने इंटरनेशनल कंपनी इंटरटेक के साथ में कंबाइन किया और उन्होंने इस चीज के लिए एक SCCIP नाम का एक सॉफ्टवेयर इन्वेंट करने के लिए उस पर काम कर रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से कंप्यूटर्स और फोन्स में हैकिंग का जो सिस्टम है वो पूर्ण रूप से बंद कर दिया जाएगा। और रही बात क्राइम्स की, क्राइम्स अगर आगे जाके अगर वो सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर इन्वेंट हो जाता है तो क्राइम्स करने वाले उसका भी कोड निकाल लेंगे और उसके बावजूद भी क्राइम होंगे। हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि टेक्नोलॉजी की वजह से क्राइम्स हो रहे हैं, बल्कि जो लोग हैं वो उसका दुरुपयोग कर रहे हैं। ये हमारे ऊपर है कि हम टेक्नोलॉजी को एक वरदान माने या एक अभिशाप माने। अगर हम टेक्नोलॉजी का सही से यूज करें तो टेक्नोलॉजी के अलावा टेक्नोलॉजी वरदान किसी वरदान से कम नहीं है।
That was absolutely brilliant performance put by both Sonu and Preeti. And next in the series, I would like to call upon Baldev speaking in the favor of motion and his teammate Monica speaking against the motion. Welcome you guys.
सबको मेरा नमस्कार, मेरा नाम बलजीत है। जैसे कि हम सब लोग जानते हैं, आज का युग तकनीक का युग है और समाज जीवन से जुड़ा ऐसा कोई भी क्षेत्र नहीं है जहाँ तकनीक का उपयोग ना बढ़ा। लेकिन जैसे जैसे तकनीक का उपयोग बढ़ा है, हम लोगों ने देखा है कि तकनीक के साथ अपराध भी बढ़ते जा रहे हैं। बैंकिंग सेक्टर से जुड़े अपराध हो, साइबर अपराध हो या फिशिंग हो या हैकिंग हो, ऐसे ऐसे नए नए अपराध नए नए रूपरेखा के अंदर सामने आ रहे हैं। इसके तकनीक को लेकर एक सबसे बड़ी समस्या ये है हमारे समाज के अंदर कि हमारे समाज के अंदर तकनीक को इस्तेमाल कैसे करते हैं उसकी एक प्रॉपर शिक्षा नहीं है। और शिक्षा के अभाव के कारण जो चीज़ हम अपने फायदे के लिए इस्तेमाल करते हैं वो हमारे विरुद्ध ही इस्तेमाल होती जा रही है। जहाँ की अगर समाज के लिए वैसे बात की जाए तो पहले अगर अलग अलग प्लेटफॉर्म की सी बात की जाए तो उन्होंने अलग अलग लेवल पे अपराधों को बढ़ावा दिया है। जैसे कि जो एक बड़ा ही कॉमन अपराध है वो है महिलाओं के प्रति अपराध। उन्होंने पहले भी काफ़ी महिलाओं के प्रति अपराध होते थे, लेकिन आजकल सोशल साइट्स ने उनको एक नया मौका दे दिया कि अपराध करने के लिए। दूसरा ये है कि हम आए दिन पढ़ते हैं, पीछे एक खबर आई थी जो मैंने भी पढ़ी थी कि अभी जो साइबर अटैकिंग के लिए या जो तकनीक को लेकर अपराध करने के जो नए नए तरीके ढूंढे जा रहे हैं, उनमें ना बच्चों को शुरुआत से ही ट्रेंड किया जा रहा है। और एक भास्कर के अंदर पड़ताल भी हुई थी जिन्होंने स्टिंग ऑपरेशन भी किया था कि जो उनके पास गए थे जो ऐसे काम करते हैं कि वहाँ पर बच्चों को और शिक्षा देने की बजाय इसको एज ए प्रोफेशन बढ़ा दे रहे हैं कि आप ये सब ऐसी चीज़ें सीखो और आप इसको अपना प्रोफेशन के तौर पे ये अपराध के अंदर घुस जाओ। तो तकनीकी शिक्षा के अभाव के कारण जहाँ पे तकनीक हमारे लिए वरदान साबित हो सकती है वहाँ पे वो बस अपराध का जरिया बन के रह गए।
नमस्कार, मैं मोनिका। आज का जो टॉपिक है इसके अगेंस्ट मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ। तो बल्कि मैं आपकी बात से पूरी तरह सहमत नहीं हूँ। जिस तरह से मतलब ये बताया जा रहा है कि टेक्नोलॉजी ने क्राइम को बढ़ावा दिया है, इसके अगेंस्ट में हम मतलब ये बोल सकते हैं कि नहीं ओनली क्राइम को बढ़ावा ही नहीं दिया, हम भी अपनी मतलब हमें बहुत ज़्यादा फायदा हुआ, हम उसके महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका को नकार नहीं सकते। हमारे समाज का स्तर एक जो पहले था और एक उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा अंतर है। जो टेक्नोलॉजी मतलब दिन बढ़ती जा रही है, हम उसकी भूमिका को नहीं नकार सकते।
आपने जैसे कहा कि पहले का समाज का आज के समाज में फर्क आ गया है, लेकिन आप ये देखो ना कि अगर हम किसी देश का विकास का एक मॉडल होता है उसको भी अगर स्टडी करें तो जो एक देश के अंदर जो एक मॉडल जो वो काफ़ी अच्छा चल रहा है, जरूरी नहीं कि वो दूसरा किसी देश उसी के अंदर सेम रूप से काम करे। हमारा समाज तो भारत तो वैसे भी डाइवर्स कंट्री है, हर स्टेट के लोग अलग हैं, हर स्टेट के लोगों की ज़रूरत है, लेकिन हमारे पास वो एक लोग 18 साल के जो नीचे हैं उसको अच्छी तरह से जो जिस वे में वो मूवी दिखाई जा रही है वो उस मूवी उसको उस रूप में नहीं दे सकते, वो उस गलत रूप में दे सकते, तो इसलिए वो पोर्शन डाल रहा था। और यही है कि हमारे यहाँ हमारे स्पेशली तकनीकी शिक्षा का अभाव है, तो जो तकनीकी शिक्षा हम अपने फायदे के लिए इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं वो उस रूप में इस्तेमाल हम लोग कर नहीं पाते और एक भय का माहौल क्रिएट होता है। हम लोगों ने अगर आप लोगों ने किसी भी गांव में जाकर बात की, पैसे की बात की हो, ऐसे लोग हैं जो अपना बैंक अकाउंट में नहीं खुलवाना चाहते क्योंकि उनको डर रहता है हमारे पैसे चल रहे हैं ऐसे चले, और उनके लिए मतलब 1-2 हज़ार रुपये निकल जाना भी उनके लिए काफ़ी बड़ी चीज़ होती है, जो काफ़ी लोगों के लिए इतनी बड़ी चीज़ नहीं होती। तो उनके अंदर वैसे भय का माहौल है, और जिस समाज के अंदर भय होता है वहाँ उन व्यक्तियों के अंदर आत्मसम्मान की कमी होती है, और जहाँ पर आत्मसम्मान की कमी हो जाती है वो व्यक्ति अपनी संपूर्ण काबिलियत का इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकता।
आपने बोला कि आत्मसम्मान ये मतलब ये जरूरी है कि एक और समाज के लिए क्या जरूरी है, एक स्वस्थ मन और आत्मसम्मान। जब लोगों में आत्मसम्मान होगा, स्वस्थ मन होगा, तभी हम हमारा समाज उन्नति कर पाएंगे, और उस उन्नति के लिए हमें टेक्नोलॉजी की जरूरत होती है। टेक्नोलॉजी के बिना हम मतलब अगर हमारे पास हमारे व्यक्तिगत स्तर पर माने हमारे पास किसी चीज़ के बारे में कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है, अगर हमारे पास इन्फॉर्मेशन होगी तो हमें मतलब आत्मसम्मान होगा, हमें आत्मविश्वास होगा कि हाँ हमें इन्फॉर्मेशन है। अगर हमारे पास इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं होगी तो हम मतलब कल को हमें कोई लाइब्रेरी कर सकता है। जैसे पिछले समय में चिट्ठी पत्रों के माध्यम से किसी निश्चित व्यक्ति के पास इन्फॉर्मेशन होती थी, तो उसके लिए हमें उसकी खुशामद करनी पड़ती थी, उसकी इज्जत करनी पड़ती थी। टेक्नोलॉजी से हम आत्मसम्मान में वृद्धि कर सकते हैं, इसलिए एक समाज में टेक्नोलॉजी का बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका है।
देखिए वैसे ये एक नेवर एंडिंग डिबेट है, लेकिन मैं लास्ट में इतना ही कहना चाहूँगा कि जो भी चीज़ कोई भी नई चीज़ आई हो, सबसे ज़रूरी है कि उसको लेकर समाज का मन कैसा है। जिस समाज में अगर हम तकनीक की बात करें, तकनीकी शिक्षा का अभाव होगा, मुझे नहीं लगता वहाँ पर वो किसी भी तरह के वरदान के रूप में काम कर सकती है। उससे निश्चित ही अपराधों को बढ़ावा मिलेगा, क्योंकि उस चीज़ को लेकर समाज के अंदर प्रॉपर अवेयरनेस नहीं।
Thank you so much, Baljeet and Monica, both of you, for putting your points and increasing the value of everyone sitting here. Next in the series, I would like to call upon team number 8, consisting of Anu Bishnoi, speaking in favor, and her teammate Diksha Bishnoi, speaking against the topic.
So, I am Anu Bishnoi in front of you, and I am in the motion of the topic that yes, technology is more instrumental for increasing crimes instead of controlling them. So for this, in today's era, for criminals, it becomes very easy to make crimes 1% of GDP. And if I talk about our online scammers can easily create fake websites, fake mails, fake text messages, and also can have fake calls very easily, which leads to increase in online harassment. So for this, I also have data that due to it also leads to increase in identity theft. Due to increase in identity theft, it leads to loss of around 36.5%. Around 36.5% in the 2020 era. And if I talk about next about cyberbullying, as Yogita has said that social media is becoming a nice platform. The government is providing various types of platforms and channels for awaiting youth. Besides these, social media, as we all know, this is the biggest platform for among youth. Besides all these, there is also some cases we can see due to social media increasing cyberbullying. It's around 36 to 40%. It's just increasing in right now era. Good afternoon, one and all present. My name is Diksha. I totally disagree with this. That technology saying there's around 15.36 million cyber attacks hacking every year, and within 39 seconds a new cyber attack happens. So this is really a biggest thing, and yes, technology is more instrumental for increasing crime. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Geeta. I guess you guys are getting a bit too comfortable with the environment, so please give a big round of applause and come back to your consciousness, representing the moment, and focus as much as you can, get as much knowledge and perspective as you can with the other speakers. Now in the series, I would like to call upon our next team, team number 9, consisting of Partap Singh speaking in the favor and Rajesh speaking against the motion.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Palak, and I strongly agree that technology has been instrumental in increasing crime rather than controlling them. With the advancement of technology, unprecedented growth of crime has taken place. You have surely noticed that your ad recommendation these days is purely based on the location that you're in. It happens because when we share our information with the softwares or applications on our devices, they use those information to exploit you in order to benefit themselves. These days, new technology have been established, with the help of which tech-based attacks have been prominent on huge organizations as well. One such tech-based attack is zero-day exploit, where the culprit uses the vulnerability of a widely used operating system to expose the people using the software or the operating system until a fix becomes available. By now, in 2022, 55 zero-day exploits have been tracked. Even an organization like Google have experienced their 7th zero-day exploit in the previous year due to a vulnerability in Google Chrome. According to a report according to a report by Cybercrime Venture, it was established that a loss of $6 trillion had taken place by 2022, and this will increase to a loss of $10.5 trillion by 2025 annually. And with this, I still stand with the motion that technology has been instrumental in increasing crime rather than controlling them.
Thank you, Baldev, for your strength. Hello everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rajesh Thakur from BTech IT. I completely disagree with the idea that technology has been instrumental in increasing the crime instead of controlling them. You will strongly agree with me that with the innovation of CCTV camera, our properties are more safer than usual. CCTV surveillance has been done to caught the culprit and prevent various criminal instances at various locations like shopping centers, malls, and the big shopping malls and stores. Now, in modern policing system, CCTV cameras were used to control the crime rates. Moving forward, you had seen the alarm system we use in various devices. Alarm systems were being used to warn us at the moment any strangers invade our belongings. With the advancement in technology, facial recognition system has been developed. It will be installed with the CCTV camera for monitoring in public areas to identify the criminal activities and prevent them like terrorist attacks and ensure the safety of our citizens, which is a major concern of any country. As well as crime bureaus mostly used biometric data for information gathering and identifying the unknown criminals. Like we can use Aadhaar card as a biometric system with the use of facial recognition system to catch the culprit. Also, now we are moving forward. We had already talked about like tracking and the GPS system, which means a helping hand for the police to caught the culprit. Now let us give our attention to money. Money is like, we love money and it is near to our heart. So since the establishment of banking system, a major concern was the robbery. Bank robberies were at a high rate from over the years. But we engineers have innovated a modern technology which is known as blockchain technology to ensure the protection of banking system. It will be implemented in financial sector and it will ensure the safest transaction medium ever. And I would like to, like in last content that Bhavna had said that blockchain, Bhavna as well as my fellow mates had content about data breaching. Blockchain has the solution of data breaching as well as blockchain has the solution of cyber attacks. It will be not an easy thing to attack any data, any user and implement data because it has like decentralized system. We are currently working on centralized system but it is decentralized system. Okay, now I would like to answer one question from each and everyone present here, that how can we say that technology has been instrumental in increasing the crime, as in a world without technology it will be very easy for the criminals to eradicate the proof and evade the judiciary system. Have you had the answer and anyone want to answer? I would like to go for that.
I would like to answer this by saying that it is this media that made data leakage so prominent. Technology nowadays have given criminals more opportunity to evade details from systems and even protect themselves from the government and the judiciary system themselves.
Okay. I would like to finally conclude that most of the there are instances where we had devised methods of criminal, but on a large scale technology has surely helped us to tackle the criminals and the crimes. We just need the awareness and we need the upgradation which is currently going on. Thanks to everyone for listening to me.
Very humble good afternoon to all of you from my side. I'm Gunjan and today I'm presenting my views Today I'm going to present my views in favor of the statement that how technology helps in increasing the crime instead of decreasing it. So I really wanted to say a quote of historical Christian. He says that technology is a useful servant but a dangerous master. As per the saying goes, I really wanted to conclude that I really wanted to say that as we actually advanced in technology, our information technology advanced, our communication system advanced. With the same size, crime rates are dramatically increased. Why do go so far when spam calls are one of the most literal illustrations that how when spam calls are one of the most simple illustrations that how technology helps in criminal activities. I recently read data that says that all the scams that happens, the scam calls are really accountable for 18% of the money losses that happens through these scam calls. Also, I have read in an article of Hindustan Times that says that about $10 billion, yes, $10 billion is that money that Indian scam call centers looted from US senior citizens in this last year. And we are saying that technology is helping us in preventing the crimes, but I really see opposite of that point now. Okay, let's move on. Now, when we are talking about that how technology really helps in increasing the crime, I wanted to talk about cybercrime. As the name suggests, cybercrime, we all really know about that cybercrime is a crime in which technology is involved by performing in the crime. Now, we all think that it's okay, cybercrime happens, it is in the motion or not, but I really wanted to let you guys know that what is the intensity of it. So, as studies published in 2018, which really says that about 1% of GDP, that is worldwide, roughly estimated $600 billion, it's the loss that we face every year because of this cybercrime. At last, I really wanted to conclude my point of view by saying that various economic firms predicted that India will be the ruler of the world in next 20 years, and we will be the generation to bring that change. But to make sure we live this faith, we really need to work our strategies through which we can actually control the crime that happens through technology. Now I pass on my mic to Gopi.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gopi from BTech, CSE AML first year student. So I am against the motion that how technology helps in the prevention of not only in the crime but in our day-to-day life. So let me remind you, we live in the 21st century where growth is the ultimate process. As Lord Krishna also says, change is the rule of nature, change is the only constant. And the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the world but on building the new. So as my opponent Gunjan said that there are a lot of negative impact of social media like scamming, hacking, web, dark web. So I wanna say that if there is a problem, there is always a solution. And if there is a cyber crime, there always a cyber security. And if there is a hacking, there always VPNs, malware, antiviruses, password managers. And in India, a lot of newly technology are used in protecting our technology against crime, such as high-tech security, face recognition through artificial intelligence, biometrics, Wi-Fi capabilities. So rather, new technology is not good or bad within itself. It's all about us, that how we are utilized to choose it, how we are using it. Okay, let me conclude my word with the Bruce Lee saying, it's like a finger that you're pointing toward the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger that you all missed out all the heavenly glory. So whether you are a big-time CEO, small-time entrepreneur or employee, your identity must be grabbed through internet, but it's your responsibility to protect it. So enough bubble from me, over to you.
I just wanted to know that how you defend the point and how cyberbullying women in today's era. It literally increases the pressure on youth mind. If suicide rates, if compared to last decade, has literally risen over dramatically. How can you conclude that? How can you explain this thing that technology is helping us?
So on summing up my word, that always the coin has two faces. If there was a broad road, there must be a pothole, and if there is a smooth road, there must be accident, and if there is a technology, there must be pros and cons. So let me permit to listen my music on my phone and do attend it before we are going to end it up my speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gunjan and Kopil. Next in the series, I would like.
Greetings to all present here. I'm Anjali. I'm in favor of the motion that technology has been instrumental in increasing the crime instead of controlling them. Cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a new level rising from technology, which is fascinating the youth who come invest their money and expecting a very large amount of return in a very quick time, which is next to impossible, and making them very vulnerable for the frauders. Cryptocurrency is also not only aiming the youth, but they are also covering the illegal transactions that are happening internationally or national levels. There was a jump of there was just a minor 4 cases of cryptocurrency in 2020, but that jumped to 71 cases in 2021, which brings my attention to the 2020 Corona time, where people were pushed to live at home jobless, that made them so much vulnerable to social sites which offered job from home and made them update their information, or which caused so much crimes. And lastly, encryption. Encryption is like a very good barrier for people to protect their information, but sometimes there are no
they use encryption not only for their good purposes, but they use encryption to protect them from government. Like there was a case in US in 2017, 21 March. There was a man who judges called him for his encrypted drive because he was accused for having insensitive photos in his encrypted drive, but he just avoided it, and people were not, the government was not able to decrypt it, and hence the case was left uncompleted.
Greetings to everyone present here. I'm Kashyap, and today I'm speaking against the motion of the topic that is how technology is increasing the crime instead of decreasing it. But we all know that technology has become an integral part of our life, and many of us can't imagine a day without our mobile phone and devices. As we all, many have pointed the finger on social media and cybercrime, but I think many don't know about the mobile apps that are helping us in reporting the crime and all the things that are happening around us. And there are several apps that are developed by the state government of different states for helping women, peoples all around us. And some of them, the apps are like Himmat and Durga Shakti and iClick. And there is a lack of knowledge between us that we are not using these things in favor of us. We are just wasting our time mainly on social media, and we are becoming the victims of such types of crimes. So instead of wasting our time, we should gain knowledge about technology before using them. And there are several things like everyone said about encryption, that encryptions are decoded and our information are used by others. But in the very most famous crime that happened in the Mumbai terror attack of 2008, in that time, Indian authorities has used the encryption decoder to know the conversation between the handlers and the terrorist. So I think we should firstly study about anything that is coming toward us and then use it, not just waste our time over anything.
As the previous speakers spoke about surveillance, surveillance is like a very unique and useful technology, but it's still lacking because in India there are so many ATMs with surveillance which don't work. They provide that fake safety to people that they have that safety key that someone is collecting their videos as a proof if something go wrong, and about using technology as collecting proofs. It's quite manipulating because it's easy for hackers to manipulate the evidences that are related to technology, and hence I will also say that maybe technology is working very good and it's very important for development, but still hackers are way more ahead than government and other people who are using technology for safer reasons.
Technology is a developing point, and as my friend said, CCTV cameras are just not everywhere and everything, but in some ATMs there are CCTV cameras that only permit one person at a time, so that there must not any attack happen or anything like it. And in concluding my points, I would like to say that technology is increasing its steps day by day, and it's a topic that need development every time. And we are always ready for amendments in anything that is coming toward us.
Thank you so much, Navneedhi, for putting the point. Next, I would like to call a meeting of Manshika speaking in favor and Deepika speaking against the motion. Please welcome Manshika and Deepika with a huge round of applause.
Good morning. Present my view on the notion that technology has been increasing cybercrime.
without the risk of being found. And we all know that in today's era, we can comment on anyone's posts or videos by being anonymous. But do you know how it can impact their psychology? How it can impact their minds? It can create a huge impact on their psychology. A lot of people have been got into depression and are committing suicide because of this. Do you all know about Stuxnet, a malware that has attacked Iranian nuclear facility? So tell me, if the Iranian government can't deal with it, how can you? You all know about recently a Chinese balloon was found spying over the US. Luckily it got destroyed by the US government. But in an open statement, the Chinese government has said that yes, we have sent the balloon over to USA to spy on them. And we have also sent various kind of technology to spy over various other countries like India. So tell me, doesn't it put a risk on India's security? It is something to think about. We all know about dark and deep web, and we all know about what kind of content it provides, what kind of things that happen on the dark and deep web. But the government of all the countries have been aware of the situation. But did they do anything? Let me tell you the answer. They can't, because it is on a huge scale that we can't do anything. It will take years to eliminate all of these, and the cyber police have always been behind the cybercrime agencies. We can't compete with them, and that is the issue here. We need to advance our technologies to compete with them. Recently in news, a mother was shown that someone called her and a child was speaking. It was her daughter's voice. And she couldn't differentiate between if it was an AI voice or it was her child's voice. So she got so scared that she almost gave all her details to that criminal. But luckily she found out that her daughter was just outside, playing with her friends. So it has gone on such a huge scale that it is going out of hand, and it is something to think about.
Today I am Deepika. I am against the motion that technology is an instrument to increase the crime instead of reducing them. In my opinion, technology is helping us to control the crime, like FRT technology, face recognition technology, helping to catch the criminals from various places. In airports, especially US airports are in 2023 this year have completed all airports with FR technology to control the criminals to exports, drugs and other illegal items. FRT technology help in attendance of the people employee also, because many times any other employee sign instead of him and they got salary. But FRT technology help the boss of the company to get the proper functioning. And second
And now I would like to call upon the last team present here for to present their points. Team number 12, consisting of Vatsal speaking in favor of motion and Tarun Kumar speaking against the motion. Please welcome these guys with a big round of applause.
The advancement of technology opens new opportunities for its manipulation by people of all kinds of intentions. Good afternoon, respected President of the House, respected judges and non-intelligent and technical listeners. I am Vatsal Keshav, the second semester student of Media Computer Science Engineering, here to speak in favor of the technology has been instrumental in increasing the crimes instead of controlling them. News like senior citizens getting robbed of their life savings by fake bank calls and botnet web pages leading to fortune loss. Worry the common man. AI deepfakes jeopardize the integrity and dignity of important personalities. But recruited cyber criminals intending intellectual property and mass identity theft can bring down entire corporations and even nations to their knees. Another technological advancement that has been exceptionally helpful is social media. But who knew that it could go on to become instrumental in engineering the 2013 Navneedhi conspiracy to instigate mob violence in Muzaffarnagar, only to cater to the vote bank of some political party. We could go on to criticize social media all day. It hinders the growth of young minds. Bullying can now happen at both schools and phones. And third, online sexual predators are easily going incognito, luring young minds to adult media and violating them. This makes the internet responsible for extreme cases like surging rape rates and teenage suicides. At last, despite the amendments and of the law and the best efforts of our security agencies, it is important to be noted that the ever-advancing technology shall always be instrumental in opening new job vacancies in both the society and the criminal class. So, it needs to be the people themselves whose mindfulness and self-control that has to be held accountable to become instrumental in deciding whether the entire human race will get endangered by its own device or not. Thank you. You have been a great audience.
Good morning, gentlemen and respected here. As my friend, as my opponent had mentioned that there was a lot of misfortunes happened to the death of Mumbai. Okay, so it was only because the person who was the victims was not that much educated. They didn't actually they were not enough educated. They were not even
education, banking, healthcare, cheating in examinations, robbing people, instigating people to violence to win elections, has made man dependent on the internet for all his needs. How can someone?
Just with the use of independence and also with the use of technology like CCTV, which are
The latest news.
it's not that much harder.
The latest news regarding the killing of Asid and his brother. CCTV footage could not stop that.
So they will be punished for that.
How?
They will be in the jail nowadays, or they are.
But CCTV footage could not stop that from happening.
So that has happened. Okay, the crime is something like it's intention, but they will be punished for that now. And in a few days we will get more awareness about that.
One last thing. Drugs are always there.
Yeah, so there are UAVs, unmanned aircraft vehicles.
Is it?
Yeah, they are with the World Cycle Reports of India, and they are also in the
But necessarily that we should take it.
Yeah, if we are having some crime and if we are having some problem, then we need to put the solution. We must do solution.
All right, sir, but I will not
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. As this debate is over now, and what a debate has it been. Since I had the point of those speaking in favor, starting with Anshul, going with Lalit, Bhavna and Vatsal, I was like, okay, technology is really instrumental in increasing the crime. Maybe we all need to be more secure about social accounts and all that. Maybe I can be the next victim. And as soon as the mic was handed over to this group speaking against the motion, starting with Happy Yogita and carried out till Tarun, I was like, okay, it's not that bad. We can handle the technology and it has been doing good as well. So now, along with the participation done from everyone, I would like to call upon junior members for their share their experiences. And first of all, I will call Dr. Navneedhi ma'am to share her experience. Please ma'am, come on the stage. Everyone.
One and all. First of all, congratulations to all the organizers and the participants who spent really good time in collecting the information and then presenting it here in a very fruitful manner. Though the competitions are meant to be like to inculcate the learning capabilities in the students basically. So the positions, I feel that doesn't matter. All are winners here. So my best wishes. Events, organize more and more events and to participate in them. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the kind words, ma'am. It definitely added to our current knowledge on the given topic, both in favor and against, and definitely widened our perspective. Next, I would like to call upon our next jury member, Dr. Rajesh Thakur sir, to present his experience. Welcome, sir.
Good evening, one and all. I must congratulate the organizers first of all, and special congratulations to the volunteers who have done excellent work. And the entire program was planned very well, and so many contestants, they were given opportunity to speak for though short while, but that was enough for everybody to express their views. And the amount of work, the amount of analysis and research that you people have done, that was quite evident by the talks and the views presented by all of you. So really I would like to appreciate all of you about that. Okay. The thing is, now coming to the issue that we are talking about. So after going through the views of all of you, it is quite evident that moving towards the technology, the progress in technology is quite inevitable. And both sides are there. We are empowered also, and there are new vulnerabilities also. Only solution is awareness. So we have to stay aware ourselves, as well as we have to keep others aware also about it. Those who are working with us, those who are working in our houses or maybe anywhere. They could be anybody, our senior generation. Like you people are the youth, okay? People are there in your family. They are not very much affluent with the technology. So you can explain them also and make them less vulnerable. Of course, being 100% protected from the vulnerability is not possible. Even those who are in the, say, police department or some other crime department, even they get victimized by the fraud instances. Okay, so the thing is, you must know how to safeguard yourself, and that was quite well appreciated. Okay, the one thing that is associated with the technology is the magnitude of the losses. Earlier, somebody would steal some amount of money from you that is there in your pocket. But now that vulnerability has become enhanced to the entire amount that is present in someone's bank account. And if something like this happens with a person who is at a fag end of his life, so the entire savings of his life gets wiped out, and there is no remedy for that. There is no means for that person to recover those losses from anywhere, and the person leads a very miserable life thereafter. Okay, and another side of it is that the person who is committing the crime, he has no idea about the kind of botheration he is creating for the victim. Means how much he has made the life miserable for the victim, he does not have any idea. For him, it is just a jackpot that he has made lakhs of rupees in just one transaction. Okay, but there, the person who, on the other end, what he is going through, he does not have any idea about that. So that is there. So I'm very sure that during this exercise all of you must have yourself become quite learned about this issue, and you will share this with others also, and it has been a learning experience for all of you. Being the judges, it is not very easy for us to score because it is very much relative. Means somebody is doing better, somebody is than the other, and it is not really possible to put the scores in the excellent, in a very, you can say, efficient manner. So that's what Navneedhi madam said, that scoring and our judgment is not the thing that you should, that matters a lot. The most important thing is that you people have participated, and it is a learning experience for all of you. And you must go back from here taking a lot of encouragement, and you know what to improve, where to improve, okay? So what somebody has to improve on the knowledge, somebody has to improve on the speaking, okay? And somebody has to learn about the expression, means how you present the knowledge that you have got. Okay, so these are the few key points that everybody must take home from here. Okay, so this has been a learning experience for all of you. So I must congratulate all of you, and in future also, whenever such events are organized by the organizers, please do participate, and I'm sure you will do even better than what you have done today. Okay, so with these words, I would congratulate all of you once again. Thanks for participating.
Thank you so much, Rajesh Thakur sir, for sharing your words of knowledge. And now I would like to kindly welcome the chief guest of our event, Dr. Vinod Kumar sir, University Librarian.
Good afternoon to all of you. Dr. Rajesh Thakur ji, Aditya ji, madam, and my dear and lovely students. It's a privilege for me to be the part of this function. And last year, please.
Deepak.
Please 2-3 minutes. Okay? So friends, in every segment of the society, the technology has shown its impact. And since we are working in a higher education system, and I'm talking about this impact of technology on education, particularly information science. So it is since its inception, the man is trying to preserve its knowledge for its future use. And I request to all the students, just shut your mind for next 5 minutes
views that we were listening since last 2 hours. This cyber crime, forget it please. Your topic is over and I am just giving you some information. Don't think I am talking about cyber crime. I am talking about information only, because the misinformation is very dangerous. It is better the information is not available to you or you are not informed than to misinformed. The libraries in any institution or research institution or institution of higher education are meant or established to cater to the informational requirements of its patrons, maybe teachers, non-teachers, students, research scholars, and so on. And you might not have seen the situation I am talking about 30, 40 years back, when libraries were having only printed material in store. And it was very difficult to find the exact information from a particular library. Or now, see the difference. I am giving you an example. Suppose you have to search managerial economics term in libraries books, printed books. How many days will it take to get the exhaustive information? But now with the use of this information technology, the 24 hours the information is available on your device. You need not to go to library. And above all, it's searching techniques. You can search the techniques by using Boolean operators and or not published during this but not this. With these phrases, you can limitize your search and the exhaustive information is available. But again, you can say, when Google is there, what is the need of the library? This is the use of library because you are getting the information from the right source. Suppose you are getting an article from the publisher side directly, and you are searching who was Humayun. The abuses of this technology, some may say that he was the son of Sher-Shah Suri, and Google is not having that ability to tell you the right thing. So the information must be from the right information sources. And with this number of e-books, journals, e-journals, databases, and more so, your catalog is available on your device, mobile phone. You can check how many books you are having in your account. I am not going in detail how many benefits you are getting from this information technology, but with the availability of digital information, there is possibility of cut and paste technology in your hand. Someone may take this information from this and say, yes, this is mine and my work is complete. This is very easy. But because of this abuse of this information technology, should we forget all the benefits that we are getting? No. For that purpose, there is anti-plagiarism software, and copyright infringement was available even when the digital information was not available. Suppose a thesis was submitted in particular library or in a university in printed form, and someone gets the information or gets that thesis issue, and after that is reproduced as it is. Maybe handwritten, maybe typed or typed. So the plagiarism checking is now gives anti-plagiarism software. With you can check the level of similarity by using this anti-plagiarism software. So, in simple words, thieves, dacoits, rogues were always in the society, remaining in the society, and will always remain in the society. But we need to be alert. साहूकार पहले भी थे, उनके भी चोरी होती थी, डाका भी होते थे, क्या उन्होंने कमाना छोड़ दिया? टेक्नोलॉजी के अब्यूज अभी भी हैं। मैं अगर आपसे ये पूछना चाहूँ, आप में से कितने लोग हैं ऐसे जो चाहेंगे कि हम हैकर बने? हैकर? अब देखिए, इतने स्टूडेंट्स में से 3 स्टूडेंट ऐसे हैं जो हैकर बनना चाहेंगे, तो मेजॉरिटी किसकी है? These 3 students are cost, not the profit. These are the cost on the society. But it doesn't mean a particular company who is selling this antivirus software, they create the software. They create the software also just because the more number of their products they will be able to sell. Very recently, a video was viral, which the representative from Pfizer company, he was admitting that they are mutating this virus of COVID-19 just to sell their vaccines. So there is a threat on the society, but see its benefits. अगर इतने ज़्यादा लोग परेशान होते तो ना हमारा लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, ना बैंकिंग सिस्टम, ना पब्लिकेशन सिस्टम, ना इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम, सोशल मीडिया इतना काम कर रहा है, मीडिया काम, इनके अपने नुकसान हैं, फायदे हैं, लेकिन मैं जो आपसे बात करना चाहूँ कि अपनी लाइब्रेरी की इंफॉर्मेशन सोर्सेज भी देखिए, बहुत सारे हैं. वी आर making expenditure more than 2 crores of rupees annually for the subscription of electronic and printed version, and 2/3 of the amount is being spent on digital information. So I request all of you to make use of these resources, and after reading these resources or making use of these resources, out of these 3 students, they may change their mind and be on the right path. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your wise words, sir. We will definitely look upon and follow them. Now, as it is the time we all were waiting for, that is result declaration. So for that, I would like to call upon Aditya sir on stage to declare results. Please, sir.
For giving this opportunity to declare the result on this debate competition by Speakathon Club. So as already said and shared by the chief guest and the judges that you already all are winner for us because you came here and delivered such a nice debate on the topic of the technology. So for me everyone is a winner, but as you know this is a competition, so we have to declare the result, we have to get the position. So I'll start with the 3rd position. So for the 3rd position we have Yogita Yadav and Khushi Suzlana. I'd like to call the speakers and the judges to come over here and present the moment of prizes. Big round of applause. And the 2nd prize goes to Sonu and Priti. सर दोनों आर्गुमेंट्स जीत गए हैं। And the first prize goes to Lalit and Hardik. Congratulations.
Of Speakathon Club and today's program coordinator would like to thank all of you for being present here. It took a lot to make it happen. First and foremost, I would like to thank our Director Sir, Siddharth Malik Sir, and our Rajesh Sir, who helped us at every step and motivated us to make it possible. I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. Vinod Kumar Sir, who took out time from his busy schedule and graced us with his presence. I would also like to express my thanks to the very talented jury panel consisting of Navneedhi ma'am from Food Tech and Rajesh Thakur Sir from Bilingual, who fairly judged in this event being cut-throat competition. I would like to thank all the participants as well because it was possible only because of you all. I would like to thank the audience as well for being so involved in our event. And last but not the least, our very hard-working core team members who all helped us in making this event successful. I would like to thank the coordinator of Speakathon Club Deepak with joint coordinator Amit who helped me make it possible. Thank you very much everyone.
Thank you so much, Isha. And now I guess we can wind up this event with the group pick of everyone, all the participants. So I would like to call upon on the stage for the final group picks. Please join us on the stage.